Guys, we have had more things revealed over the past few days in regards to Christopher Barrett. I want to pull up the direct tweets here, or the direct text messages. All right, from Destiny Bulletin, Sony's responded to former Bungie director Christopher Barrett's $200 million lawsuit, revealing text messages and workplace misconduct allegations that led to his firing. I mean, they just came out with it, I guess, right? Let's take a look. Sony details disturbing text messages in response to ex-Bungie director Christopher Barrett $200 million lawsuit. It's from Zuhad here. Sony has responded to former Bungie director Christopher Barrett's $200 million lawsuit, revealing unsettling text messages and workplace misconduct allegations that led to his firing. Chris Barrett, a longtime Bungie director behind some of the biggest projects at the studio, is locked in a major legal battle with Sony and Bungie. Last year, Bungie fired Barrett after multiple female employees accused him of inappropriate behavior. He quickly hit back with a lawsuit claiming Bungie and Sony used him as a scapegoat to avoid paying him nearly $50 million in retention bonuses. Guys, can we just acknowledge? I mean, look, we acknowledged this the last time, but good God, that's a lot of money. You know where I'm coming from? $50 million in retention bonus. Hot damn. But now Sony has filed its official response thanks to GameFile, and it paints a very different picture. The company isn't just denying Barrett's claims, it is backing up the decision to fire him with a pile of receipts. The court filing includes messages and incidents that they say prove his disturbing pattern of misconduct. Oh man. You want to be worshipped? I think Sony lays out the evidence. Sony's response makes it clear it is not backing down. It argues that Barrett wasn't fired unfairly. He was let go because of his own actions. And according to the court filing, multiple women at Bungie came forward separately to HR, describing encounters that made them uncomfortable and even fear retaliation if they didn't respond the way Barrett wanted. The document states that Barrett would single out a lower-level female employee he wasn't working with directly, start with friendly conversations, then gradually push boundaries. Sony's response also alleges that Barrett's behavior began with small comments about the employee's looks, but escalated to late-night messages, suggestive questions, and drunk FaceTime calls. Oh my God, dude. Sony made sure to include some of the text messages in its filing. Here's just an example of what it says Barrett sent to women at Bungie. All right, so Barrett asked victim 1 to play truth or dare. Oh my God, dude. Man, you don't have to go any further than that. Who is just like, hey, you want to play truth or dare? We're just friends. Get the fuck out of here, man. No. Dude, you can't tell me. You can't tell me. They're just playing casual truth or dare. I don't like playing fucking truth or dare, man, but I just played it. In the past, we play it to just further the goal. But the point is like there was an obvious intention behind truth or dare. There's no like, oh, you want to play truth or dare today? No one the fuck was saying that. No one says that. All right, Barrett asked victim 1 to play truth or dare over text messages and inquire, what do you think is your best and worst feature physically? Oh my God. He later told her in the text message that she was hot, despite victim's 1 explicit request in writing for Barrett to recognize boundaries. He called her late at night while drunk, and after keeping her on FaceTime call for hours, moved down a dark hallway to his bedroom and suggested they told her, I can't believe I'm lying in bed talking to victim 1. She abruptly hung up. Dude, how does this case have legs to stand on? You hear? I mean, I'm just... How? Well, no. Let me just say this. Look, guys and women, people say cheesy stuff. You know what I'm coming from? You can't do it to someone who works under you. There's obviously a power dynamic, and you can't do that, man. Plus, it's just weird, dude. I hated bosses, dude, that wanted to their employees, dude. I couldn't stand. I remember I only worked at a restaurant once, but I worked at a restaurant and there was a guy there who was in management position who you could easily tell he wanted to get with some of the waitresses there. And he would start off being extremely nice, friendly, and then as soon as like it became clear that they weren't going to reciprocate what he wanted, it was like, dude, it just flipped, man. Suddenly he was a dick. And it was just like, dude, this is so fucked up, man. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for everybody. Even, and even uncomfortable for like, even us as dudes. Like, man, you're in a management position right now and you're go somewhere else. Like, if you want to go chase women, go somewhere else. Why are you doing it right here where we all work? Did he hit on you, Cross? No, he didn't hit on me. Luckily. All right, Barron sent victim 2 Instagram direct messages stating, you are the holy grail. Hope you find a person worthy of your attention and qualified it with, I'm not hitting on you. Well, he's good, man. Anytime I ever said, I'm not hitting on you, it's like saying, with all due respect, It just clears everything. Clears the entire mess completely fine. I'm not hitting on you. I'm not hitting on you. I hope it doesn't feel like that. I'm married. Oh, let's double down here. But I can be honest. You are the 0.00. Oh my God. And better be treated like that forever. When Victor 2 responded that her boyfriend treats her very well, Barrett responded, he better, because I would hit on you if he was. Oh my God, dude. Oh my Lord, man. The reason why I'm reading all this is because after the lawsuit was filed, we had a number of people coming here where it's like, see, Christopher Barrett was innocent. It's Bungie and Sony. It's their problems. They just wanted to get rid of fantastic talent to save some money. Barrett also sent Victim 2 an Instagram direct message. You want to be worshipped, I think. Why are you against that actually 3 happening? And a few days later, message Victim 2. What are the steps one would have to take to date you? What's the strategy guide? Let me just say this. If you are a game director at a big studio or just in like a big position of power, get the fuck off of Instagram. Delete your Instagram account, okay? Follow no one on Instagram that you work with. If you gotta have a LinkedIn profile, so be it. Keep a LinkedIn profile. If you want to have a Twitter account, so be it. But I would just suggest never end up in anyone's DMs ever. I kind of like Tyson's Green's approach. You know, it's like Tyson's like literally none. I don't think he has any. Does Tyson have any social media? You hardly find a picture of Tyson. Bear similarly told Victim 3, I hope your boyfriend doesn't mind. I text you a lot and I just worry. Like I really enjoy texting you and talking. I don't want him to get the right idea. Later in the conversation when Victim 3 told Barrett she was busy, Barrett stated, I want your attention. So annoying. God, dude. Okay, here's the other side of things. How the fuck are you actually working when all you're doing is chasing Pootie Tang? I'm just asking. How? You're supposed to be the game director. You're supposed to be working on Marathon at this time. Well, I mean, like, thank God game directors changed. You know what I mean? Ain't no way, dude. Doomed from the start under his leadership. During a game of Ask Me Anything instigated by Barrett over Microsoft's team. Oh my God. Now we're chasing Pootie Tang and Microsoft's teams. Oh my Lord. Barrett told Victim 4, I could see you wearing devil horns and I have so many crazy stories. I'm sure you have a few. Crying, laughing emoji. In another Microsoft Teams exchange, Barrett asked Victim 4, are you still in PJs? And is it like a button-down top and bottoms? Sweatpants? Lululemons? During a virtual game of Truth or Dare initiated by Barrett, he messaged Victim 4, you are an artist who likes fighting games and Berserk and D&D and are cute. Why are you not the queen of the entire world? Oh my Lord. Just 3 weeks into Victim 5's tenure at Bungie, Barrett called her late in the evening while drunk and told her intimate details about his personal life and asked her about who she was dating and what her type was. He sent her a personal Instagram follow request to connect that night, which she did not accept. Sony isn't just arguing that Barrett's behavior was inappropriate. The company says it was damaging to Bungie's workplace and legally justified his firing. The filing states, Barrett placed each woman in a vulnerable position in which she felt compelled to engage with the senior leader in order to maintain perceived good standing at Bungie. According to Sony, multiple victims said they felt trapped in these interactions because Barrett was a senior figure at the company. Some trying to set boundaries, but even when he seemed to listen, he would always start again later. The document also states his actions put Bungie at risk legally and financially. The filing argues. Barrett exposed defendants to significant legal and reputational risks. He made multiple female employees who were subordinate to him feel uncomfortable, fear retaliation, and feel victimized by their encounters with him. This impeded their ability to perform their job duties and thereby hindered defendants' business operations. Sony filed a motion to dismiss 6 of the 7 counts in this lawsuit, arguing that Barrett's claims of defamation and wrongful termination have no legal merit. It also states that under this contract, Bungie was fully within its rights to fire him for cause and withhold the nearly $50 million in bonuses that he's fighting for. Sony calls Barrett's lawsuit outrageous. It claims that the evidence against him, including his own messages, is overwhelming. It argues hundreds of Barrett's own written statements and the direct testimony of his many victims would demonstrate his termination for cause was justified and his lawsuit is meritless. Updated February the 19th at 3:50 p.m. Barrett's legal team has issued a statement to the Game Post in response to Sony's claims. Sony continues to disingenuously cherry-pick text messages and alleged conversations and make unsupported and conclusory statements to defame Christopher and justify terminating him to avoid paying him that he was owed under his employment agreements. It is telling that Sony does not include the full text messages as exhibits or the full content of these conversations, and nothing in Sony's response provides a legitimate legal or factual basis to terminate Christopher for cause. Christopher is confident that when all the evidence is presented, it will be clear that Sony engaged in a scheme to strip him of his role and the equity awards he earned for his 25 years of loyal service to the company. Well, keep in mind, this is what's so crazy. He doesn't just want his $50 million. He wants $50 million and his position back at Bungie. That's what he wants. And what's even crazier is he wants the position that he said he didn't even want. Like, it's the position that he said that he was moved to after he was hit with all of these allegations. And he said that he felt like he was like excommunicated from the Bungie team and he didn't like the position. He wasn't the game director role. Yet he wants that position back. Insane demand. It's like, I want my $50 million and I want my position back working with the same people who I send messages to every day. This is wild, guys. This is wild. Chat, after seeing this right now, do you agree with what Sony and Bungie did to Chris Barrett? I really did try going into this situation as unbiased as I can, but it's like as evidence continues to pile up and come in, it's like there's no way. And you'd be surprised. There's actually people on Twitter that are defending these messages. People were literally saying on Twitter, I see nothing wrong with this. Again, if it's just like you working with the girl, all right, and you're working together, obviously like boundaries are still very much important. But when you enter that power dynamic is when it's the problem. And I still maintain if you are like a game director, dude, I just think you should just get off of social media. Like, look at Luke Smith. Luke Smith's profile picture was blacked out for like 10 years. Even better than that, Tyson Green. I don't even think Tyson Green has a Twitter account. That's just the way I would handle it, guys. I wouldn't be trying to follow. I mean, you enter that power dynamic, just go ahead and just cut out social media. Dude, this is pretty damning, though. I mean, look, I don't know if I have any attorneys in here right now, but this is like, I think the only guy that could somehow make this work in Barrett's favor is God dang it. Who was OJ Simpson's attorney? You need him. You need like maybe a Saul Goodman, even that. But dude, they're not going to want to represent Christopher Barrett. They're going to represent, they're with Luigi. They're with Luigi right now. You know what I'm saying? 24 hours out of your day and somehow be boss man and working. It doesn't equate, dude. It doesn't equate. Ain't no game deving happen here.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.